the 49ers and Chiefs game, and there's some great and some bad things. Obviously, the first great thing is Trey Lance coming out and just dominating like crazy. Now, you look at the stat line, you look at all those things, whatever else, that doesn't matter. What's important is we saw the flashes of greatness. And when you look at Trey Lance's entire stat line, all right, might not be the best thing ever, but we saw the flashes, we saw the big plays, we saw the cannon arm, we saw the mobility within the pocket. All those are what it's about. And so, yeah, did Trey Lance, was 5 for 14 or whatever? I don't care. Did he take 4 sacks? I don't care. What I do care about is that he came out and totally showed the NFL and the team why they drafted him. Now, I apologize. First off, I'm in Canton, Ohio. You can see I'm in Century Park right behind me at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Had a really good time today, but man, this was the most important thing. As the season and the preseason gets going, this is what it's about, baby. It's about 49ers football, what is before us, and all of the potential that the 49ers have this year. And it's huge. It is huge. And I absolutely love it. So I've got a lot of takeaways that I want to kind of go through and just say, hey, take a step back. Okay, the game happened. All right, there was some good and bad. Yeah, they came out on the losing side. That's not what's important in the preseason. What's important in the preseason is, man, the 49ers rookies, there's a lot to take away in the positive. Obviously, Trey Lance. We got to keep talking about what it is that he did. But he's not the only rookie we got to brag about. Diamador Lenore, good Lord, the corner was all over the place. He got flagged for a pass interference. I get that. Definitely handsy, him and Ambry Thomas. But the playmaking ability, these are the things that the 49ers fans have been waiting for at the cornerback position. And so whenever you see Demo out there locking people down, and another thing to take away, context is huge because the Chiefs went out there with their starters, starting offensive line, starting Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, all over the place. They had everybody. We put our backups out there. We didn't have any defensive starters out there at all. And what happens? Patrick Mahomes has 4 plays and not a 3 and out. They got 1 first down and then punted against our backups. So you have to just constantly step back and look at what it is that we can take away from this game. And the 49ers rookies, man, they showed out. So again, Trey Lance, we talked about him. Incredible. Diamador Lenore, A+. Talanoa Hufanga, holy freaking cow. He's a third down stopping machine. Like, I know Tavon Wilson's probably going to be starting week 1, and rightfully so because of the veteran appearance, all those things. That's great. But I'm telling you right now, if you go back to my podcast right after the draft, excuse me, and I said it's going to take 3 to 4 injuries for Talanoa to get on the field. Not anymore. Well, 2 of those injuries have already taken place. Hufanga is a force to reckon with because of his awareness and because of his drive in the game. I love it. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? We got lots of people back here, so I apologize about that. But I'm telling you right now, whether it's special teams, third down, Talanoa, that dude's for real. Now, rookies that maybe didn't pan out the way we hoped. Everybody assumed when we drafted Aaron Banks, 2nd-round pick out of Notre Dame, he was going to be the starter. And I thought he was going to be the starter too. Definitely not going to be the starter week 1. It started out rough, and then they went full pads, in training camp. It was bad. It was really, really bad today. Jalen Moore started out left tackle. Got a lot of meaningful snaps. Still kept getting the quarterback hit. Whether that's Trey Lance, it didn't matter. There's some issues to be had there for sure. So Trey Sermon looked pretty good. Elijah Mitchell never even saw the field. What's that mean? Does that mean the 49ers are going to try to stash him on the practice squad and elevate Michael Hasty, who looked pretty good even though he had the fumble? Or is this, make it or break it season for, hey, next season or next preseason game is, are we going to see Elijah Mitchell out there? What's that look like? I don't know. We don't really know what that looks like. But, again, you walk away from this game, and what I tell myself right off the bat is, Trey Lance, definitely the biggest takeaway of the game. That 80-yard throw and the arm, the cannon, I get that. That's huge. But the mindset to look to the left, look off the safety, stay calm in the pocket. It was a second throw as an NFL player. His first throw was a drop by Brandon Ayuk. I don't think that's going to happen very much. 4 drop passes just from Trey Lance alone. Brandon Ayuk had a drop. River Craycraft had a drop. Richie James, I don't think is going to make this roster. I'm telling you right now, find a way for them to keep 6 receivers and Richie James to be one of them. Show nothing on kickoff return or punt return. Dropped pass. That stuff's just not happening. Jawan Jennings is going to be a force to be reckoned with on this offense. There's no doubt about it. And so throwing the huge touchdown pass to Trent Sherfield, where's Richie James fit? What does he bring to the table that somebody else doesn't? Mohamed Sanu got to rest with the starters. So I'm telling you right now, Richie James, he might not be around too long. Now, the 49ers have to cut 5 players this Tuesday before they move forward this week. So we're back to the old cut down rules because they chose to change them. So 5 players get cut this week, 5 get cut next week, then all the way down to 53 after the week preseason game, week 3. I want to say thank you for the gift. Thank you, Tobin. He says, was it concerning how bad Trey Lance's protection was? Yes. If you're focusing on negatives, all right, because there's different ways to go through preseason. All right, man, this makes me excited because this makes me worried because I'm worried about the protection. Now, understand, not one starting offensive lineman got a snap today. Not one. Brunskill and them, they were out there just for a little bit. I get that for the first series with Jimmy. You had Brunskill. Like, that's fine. No Trent Williams, whatever else. That was a problem. We don't want those guys getting snaps. Some of them will, but the 49ers offensive line is still top 5 in the NFL. Could press higher, but it needs some issues. Trey Lance taking 4 sacks, that's not okay. One of the things that I did take away, though, is when Trey Lance was getting pressure, he totally went to the ground to avoid the hit. He even got his foot kind of locked up in the turf, which, I was like, I don't like that at all. But still, the idea that they're trying to, or he's trying to kind of protect himself even when the hits come, even when the pressure breaks down, that's great. The one thing that I wanted to see that I didn't is Trey Lance move the ball with his feet. We didn't see that. Usually mobile quarterbacks, whenever they step into the league and they panic or whatever else, they rely on their feet. They go straight instincts. We didn't see that with Trey Lance. Constantly keeping his eyes downfield. And again, you go back and you throw in those 4 drops that happened. I think Travis Benjamin had one as well. That ball is moving. And I know everybody's going to put that clip up of the 80-yard touchdown, and rightfully so. But when we go back with Patreon, we're going to go back through all of the coaching film. I think it comes up Tuesday. So, again, if you're not a part of our Patreon and you want to be, head over to patreon.com, 49ers Rush Podcast. We'll go through every single snap, offense, defense, breaking down all the rookies, everybody else. So that 80-yard play was huge. I'm telling you right now, that 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line when they got backed up, that 35-yard gain, that play, I really thought told me a lot more about Trey Lance than the 80-yard play. The calm, cool, collective, even backed up in his end zone off a play-action play, the first play up there on that drive, I thought that was pretty key. I thought that was really, really important. So, again, positive things take away. Negatives, special teams still sucks. Since Kyle Shanahan showed up, special teams has been bottom 5 in the NFL every single year. Mitch Wisnowski was abysmal. I haven't used that word in a long time. Terrible punt, punts it in the end zone for a touchback, not even close. Has a short punt, gives the opposing team very, very great field position. You get a short punt, that's one thing if it's a fair catch. No. A short punt where they can return it for 10-plus yards, that's awful. Special teams, kickoff return was bad. Kickoff coverage was bad. It was just all bad. Thank you, man. Look at this guy. That's my good man. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? He's been keeping me hydrated with lots of alcohol since the start of this morning, which is a good thing. So, again, I just want to say thank you guys. Really, really appreciate everybody. Usually after the game, we'll have a lot more comprehensive coverage. But, again, I'm on the road. You can kind of see that's the Pro Football Hall of Fame Centennial right behind us. We've been here working a show all day, so it's been kind of hit and miss. But make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you let us know We're going to be with you guys all year. You guys are incredible, and please sign up for the Patreon if you haven't already. That way we can go through the film together and figure out, man, what is it that we got? If you missed the broadcast, I get it. NFL kind of buried this one, which I'm happy about, because now the rest of the world still doesn't know how great Trey Lance can be. We want to keep that a secret as long as possible. And for those of you that are saying, oh, he's definitely starting week 1, slow your roll. This is still Jimmy Garoppolo's team. I'm telling you right now. They're going to slowly phase in Trey Lance, and that's a good thing. We saw him, how he handled pressure, the turnovers, that's great news. But still, he's got a ways to go. He's not where he should be just yet. So we have a long ways to go, and it's a good thing. Appreciate you guys. You are the absolute best, and as always, stay strong, faithful. You are